Clinton's sex brought down the Twin Towers, how a private sin triggered a national catastrophe. 1. Sex and missiles. In 1998, President Bill Clinton was caught in a political firestorm. His affair with White House intern Monica Lewinsky had become a national scandal. He lied under oath, misled the public, and faced impeachment. But while the media obsessed over the affair, Clinton launched Operation Infinite Reach, cruise missile strikes on Afghanistan and Sudan, allegedly in response to terrorist bombings of U.S. embassies in Kenya and Tanzania. The timing was suspicious. The missiles were fired just 3 days after Clinton admitted to his sexual misconduct on national television. Many asked, was this a counterterrorism strike or a desperate distraction? Even Hollywood had a name for it: Wag the Dog. A factory in Sudan and a message to the world. Among the targets was a supposed chemical weapons factory in Khartoum, Sudan, but post-strike investigations showed it was likely a civilian pharmaceutical plant, not connected to terrorism at all. No WMDs, no Al-Qaeda ties, just aspirin. This wasn't counterterrorism. It was a projection of American power for domestic political survival. To many in the Muslim world, it was confirmation. America would kill civilians abroad to cover up sins at home. 3. The blowback, Al-Qaeda's fatwa and 9/11. Following the strikes, Osama bin Laden issued a fatwa calling for the killing of Americans. The Sudan factory attack gave him all the propaganda he needed. From 1999 onward, Al-Qaeda operatives began plotting what would become the 9/11 attacks, a plan rooted not only in ideology, but in revenge. Bin Laden saw Clinton's missiles as an attack on Muslim lands, and like all imperial arrogance, it underestimated its target. On September 11, 2001, the Twin Towers collapsed. Nearly 3,000 lives were lost. 4. The hypocrisy that fueled tragedy. Clinton's scandal was personal. His military response was political. The price was historical. Ask yourself, why was the Sudan factory bombed with flimsy evidence? Why did the strikes coincide with peak political pressure on Clinton? Why did no one care that the missiles killed civilians, as long as the president appeared presidential? America condemned a president for a sexual affair, yet barely blinked when that same president bombed foreign nations without due process. This is the great hypocrisy of American politics. Sex is scandal. War is strategy. 5. Conclusion. The dress that launched a war. Let's be clear, Clinton's sex life didn't directly cause 9/11, but his attempt to bury it with bombs helped pave the road to that disaster. When personal shame becomes a justification for international violence, it is not just the president's legacy that burns, it is the skyline of New York. A red dress, a lie, a missile, and eventually, a fireball. That's not just irony, that's American history.